So my name is Daniel, and I am a CEO of a nonprofit called TikTok Services, and we work with victims of human trafficking and substance abuse. The way I got introduced to Pacific Shores, I had one of my quote-unquote sponsees that came here,
Okay.
and we decided that we wanted to do an event with you guys for a Thanksgiving event.
I remember that. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was. So we came through, we brought some volunteers over from the church, some volunteers from the nonprofit, and we threw a lunch, Thanksgiving lunch. And
it was more than a lunch, man. It was a beautiful feast that people talked about for like months afterwards.
So with that being said, man, what I realized in that is that a lot of people that were in recovery came and volunteered here. So the thought process behind that was like, what if we get people that are here to come volunteer with us in the next event?
Yeah.
And you and I met, we hit it off, and we both thought it was a great idea. And so you guys brought a bus full of clients to our event, which we were feeding 100 women at a women's shelter. And what I realized by that, and I think it was like an eye-opener for all of us, and in the leadership aspect of doing this, is that when you come and when you're healing from pain, you need a way to channel that pain into a success, into a victory. And it gave a lot of people that came from here to volunteer with us there. They saw that, and they saw how they can, while they pour into other people's lives, how that can help them heal from their own pain.
Big time.
So that by itself, man, it's volunteering is one of the biggest things that I found in life that works. I'm in recovery myself, and I didn't understand the aspect of life that it's not just about Daniel. You know what I mean? In my addiction, everything was about me. Either pour me or why me, or that's mine and I need to do this for myself because that feels good, right? And when I started volunteering, I understood that the life is so much bigger than just myself. And being able to provide that and being able to have people come into that and align with that, it's just, I've seen that change lives. And I've seen you guys do that here, being able to put clients and put people that want to be able to be a part of society into places that they can pour back into the community and then essentially become a part of that community. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, one of the biggest fallacies in life is I have to master everything and be perfect before I can give.
Yeah.
And biblically speaking, it was the homeless girl, right, that just had a little bit of incense that gave that. And Jesus said she actually gave more than anyone else here. And so understanding I can be broken and literally putting pieces back together and still have enough to give. And that is what opens it up. And so we like partnering with different people to volunteer. And you shared some feedback on why when you shared that with me. I'm like, dude, can we get this on camera? This is awesome. Of your guys' perception of how it came out, because I'll be honest, we never know. Like we prep everybody and say, hey guys, listen, a lot of people don't even know what recovery is, and so from the outside looking in, they're gonna go, so this is recovery. This is the poster child for recovery. And sometimes it's like, oh, okay, let's go. And your feedback was amazing that you and Ken shared of how they jumped in and how helpful they were and how beneficial it was, and they just poured themselves into these women, and it was amazing. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? Because that lit me up for weeks here and there, where I'm like, yes, they rocked it, and they were able to give, because in order to continue to receive, we must give, and it's just a beautiful cycle.
Yeah. So you touched on a really good point there. A couple of the guys that came in there, at the very beginning, they were very isolated, right? Because a lot of times early on in recovery, as I've experienced myself, as you've seen yourself, and people tend to be in their own heads a lot because of decisions that they made, because of things that they're going through, because of things that are out of their control that they want to be able to control. That's a whole part of the whole addictive mentality.
Well, and addiction is all about isolation. Therefore, the opposite of addiction is connection.
Yes, exactly. So for them to be able to come there and just have that little bit of vulnerability, to be able to, even at the beginning, if they were sitting by themselves and somebody went and talked to them, and then they kind of slowly stepped into the uncomfortable, and then by the end of the day, seeing smiles on their faces while they're talking to other people, that right there said everything about what happened. And that connection, that through vulnerability and through transparency, it's you can't really put a price on that. You can't really. It's just, it speaks volumes for itself.
Well, and that's the part too that I am so grateful for, is you took a chance on us of not knowing, of going, it's a bunch of people in early recovery, we'll see how it goes. And that was why, again, when you gave that feedback, I was so proud of all the clients, but hearing at not just how great they did in giving, but how others received and how they were changed by these individuals. That was awesome. And so, man, I'm so grateful that we
Me too.
that we met and when we've been able to utilize this, because it's just, when it's a win-win, it's like everyone grows. It's awesome.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Well, cool, man. That was it, quick and easy. Just wanted to get that feedback and say thank you, and thank you for allowing our clients to come and volunteer in that stuff.
I appreciate you trusting us enough to be able to do that with you guys. You know, somebody once took a chance on me to put me in a situation where I can pour back into the community, and we just want to be those people that allow that for others to be able to be involved as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Of course, man. My pleasure.